Hey guys, welcome to Automowheels, and today's review is going to be about the Classic 350 Gunmetal Grey edition. So let's see what it's got. So here we are guys with the Royal Enfield Classic 350. It's in the Gunmetal Grey edition. This one's got twin disc brakes as well. As you know, the tagline for this bike is made like a gun, goes like a bullet. So let's start with a quick walk around of the bike to see how it looks in flesh. So let's maybe begin with some specs of the engine. So the engine is a 346cc engine. It's a twin spark engine. What that means is it has twin spark plugs. It produces about 20 bhps of peak power at 5250 rpm, and it produces peak torque of 28 Nm at 4000 rpm. And it's a single cylinder engine which is BS4 compliant. Now let's have a look at the instrument cluster. It has the usual nitty-gritties. So it has an odometer, a speedometer, a battery gauge. It's got an engine kill switch, an electric starter button, the telltale switches, which are the pass switch, the headlight, low beam and high beam switches, the indicator switch, which is not self-cancelling. So let's go for a quick spin and let's see how the bike behaves on the road. So first impression guys, this bike weighs about 190 kilos, so at standstill it does feel heavy, but the moment you pull the throttle, you don't feel that the bike weighs all that much. Now this is a BS4 variant, so as compared to the previous versions, the older iterations, you see that the refinement levels have improved quite a lot. There are still vibrations on the handlebars and on the sides and on the foot pegs as well. But the truth is, it's much better and it gives you a thumpy feel as well. So the brakes, since these are dual disc brakes, the feel of the brake is quite good. Brings the bike to a standstill quite easily. So the suspension on this one soaks up all the bumps and potholes very easily. Not just in the city but also on the highway. And this bike does give you a really good feel because of the wide handlebars. The stock exhaust, although not as loud as the old ones, is still very throaty. Since the bike weighs quite a lot, you do feel that handling this one in the city will be quite a pain. But on the highways, it will give you a sure-footed ride. So the 5-speed gearbox is actually quite unrefined. It does change with a notch, so there is a click. It's not the smoothest around because it's the age-old RE gearbox, Royal Enfield gearbox. And shifts are quite positive. I don't see any problems of false neutrals, etc. So that doesn't seem to be a problem. So guys, we have Uddeep with us, who is the owner of this gorgeous Gunmetal Grey Classic 350, and he's going to talk to us about his experience owning this bike so far. So let's begin with the first question, Uddeep. How has it been owning this bike for this long?
Obviously, it's a mixed reaction. First of all, let me make one point clear that this bike is a sheer pleasure. And obviously I am a Royal Enfield fan, so I purchased this bike, but it doesn't mean that there are no demerits. Yes, this bike also suffers from a lot of disadvantages. So coming to the merits or the advantages, I will like to comment about the ride quality. The bike is a heavy one, of course. It weighs around 200 kgs, more than 190 kgs, less than 200 kgs. So yeah, obviously you feel the weight, but once you move the throttle, you don't feel the weight at all. It's so smooth. And then one thing that contains the ride quality are the seats. The seats are very much well cushioned compared to the previous Classic 350. You can see that we can press the seats and there is extra foam added to it, which is not present in the old one. I mean the one which is with a single disc brake. So all these things add to the ride quality. Then the next thing that I liked about this bike is, the bike is a heavy one, of course. It weighs around 200 kgs, more than 190 kgs, less than 200 kgs. So this all these things add to the ride quality. Then the next thing that I liked about this bike is, the bike is a heavy one, of course. It weighs around 200 kgs, more than 190 kgs, less than 200 kgs. So the refinement levels, they have been toned up. Then again, I will compare it with the previous Classic 350. There, the engine vibrates from around 1000 to 2000 rpm. The max speed that I did with this bike is around 80 to 85 kilometers till now. I've only ridden the bike for 2000 kilometers. And on that speed, on that level of speed, I didn't find so much. Obviously, this is the Royal Enfield. This will vibrate, but compared to the old sections, this product is very much refined, very much refined.
Okay. Okay, all right. So, Deepan, compared to the other models that Royal Enfield sells, why did you choose this one in particular?
Firstly, the color. I just love this one. And secondly, it has rear disc brake, and this feature was exclusively available in this color, which costed me around 9,300 rupees more.
All right, so let's just quickly close this one, and let me ask you two simple questions. First one is, which are the top 3 things you like about the bike, or top things you like about the bike? And the second one is, which are the top things that you don't like about the bike?
Top 3 things: obviously the ride quality, the looks, and then the enhanced braking performance. Rest, everything is same with the old Classic 350.
Okay, and the things that you don't like about the bike?
The torque band and the gear ratios. Actually, I went on a ride 2 days back, and it was a 425 kilometer stretch. So what I felt during that span of time is that once you have a pillion at your back, the bike doesn't pulse, though it has 28 Nm of torque. It feels that if you are on the 3rd gear, the engine is revving too much. Once you transfer to the 4th gear, the RPM levels come down and the gearbox struggles. So again, we have to shift to the 3rd gear. So this problem, I don't know it's specifically with my bike or it's with every Royal Enfield, but I'm a bit disappointed with this.
Okay. So is that all that you don't like about the bike?
No, one thing, a big thing. The color scheme, the paint job is not up to the mark. I mean, the quality of the paint job is not up to the mark.
All right. Thank you so much, Uddipan, for your insights, and I'm sure other people will benefit from this. Cheers. So tell us how you liked our video. Leave a comment in the comment section below. And if you do like our content, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. For more content like this, keep watching Automobiles.